Can you figure out why the rubber's stopping the clanger from hitting?
You want to. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Shawn Kenney from the Jubilee Museum, and today we're actually out on the field over at the old St. Mary's in German Village, where they're undergoing a renovation here. The church was hit by lightning many years ago, which actually brought forth a water damage problem, which was in one of the rafter beams in the ceiling. And when I mean rafter beams, I mean beams like that wide. And so they had to literally take the ceiling down, restructure the building with steel, and then reorganize the church, putting a new ceiling in, redoing the artwork, and really making the church kind of look like it did originally back in the 1800s. Many of you know me. I like to climb around in weird places, and many people don't get a chance to see what's up in a bell tower. St. Mary's German Village here has probably one of the tallest towers in Columbus, if not the tallest tower. And so I thought I'd take a minute. First of all, I've got our marketing director with us, Pat Foley. And everybody congratulate. We've got Gordon Mott here, seminarian for the Diocese of Columbus. He's actually been called to Holy Orders, so he'll be ordained a deacon in May.
Pray for me.
So pray for him. So we're actually up right now there's several levels going up in this tower. It's very tall. But we're actually up right now with the 3 bronze bells. I will flip around here so you can see them. This is the smallest of the 3 bells. This is the second. And then behind me, if I step forward here, is the largest. And this is probably one of the largest bells in the diocese, I'd say, at least, if not the largest bell in Columbus. Very large. These bells originally operated off of a hand-cranked clock mechanism which rang the bells. They were motorized later several different ways, and those motors are still on here today. You can see them here. So here's our view from the bell steep here. You can kind of see out to 3rd Street there. We're pretty high up. There's actually a long way to go up, and we'll take you up there in a few minutes. But first of all, let's hear what the 3 pitches of these bells sound like. Here's the smallest bell. Actually, I can reach under and ring this one. Here's the first one. Gordon, if you want to get the second one. And then, of course, the low bell here. These are bronze bells. They're very well made, and the date on these bells is actually 1872, I believe. So they go back quite a ways. There it is. And they were made in New York. So West Troy, New York, 1872. So we'll go ahead and go up a couple more stories here. Again, you can see this is very, very well made with these beams and giant bolts. Colleen, this is St. Mary's German Village on the south end of Columbus. So we're gonna head up the ladder here. Again, we're already up several levels here. We're already past the clock mechanism. Coming back down, we can stop and see that. You guys don't have to come up unless you want to. So this level here is where actually the clocks are. You can see, originally this was all mechanical. You can see here where the main arm would have come up and turned so that all the clock faces turned at the same time. Then we also have the mechanism that would ring the bells up here as well. Some of the old clock faces are back in the corner there. But again, look at the structure. This place is well built. So the next level here, this is actually where the steeple begins. And you'll see the ceiling starts to taper in. For those of you who know St. Mary's, the tower, it's got a very, very high steeple on it. Some old graffiti in here. Thanks to Cornica Coasing, that we have some phenomenal ladders that were put in. They're mounted very well. They replaced some of the older ladders, but they did keep the original ones here. So we're up another level here. And as you can see, as we go up, the room is tapering in. And we can go up again. Now somewhere here there was a light switch, but I think it actually doesn't go up this far. All right. Let me see if I can add some light here for you guys. There we go. And again, you're seeing the room's getting smaller. And we won't go all the way up. But I do want you to get a chance to see out the window here, kind of how high we are at this point. If I can get my camera through here. See if I can zoom in a little bit. Does not like me. You can kind of get the idea of how high up we are. I'll go one more level up here. Again, this is looking down through the different levels. Another interesting fact about this bell tower, and after talking to Father Lutz, the pastor here, I think eventually one day they'd love to restore this. The tower has its original little one-man elevator. Somebody had to come up here, I'm not sure the clock mechanism, if it had to be wound once a week or every 3 days. But it was a one-man elevator. You got in there and a dumbwaiter actually took you up to the next level. So it would be easier than climbing a ladder. So that all was still here and intact. It just needs some restoration work. And as you can see, I'm not going to go up any further. This is where it really starts to taper. And I'm skinny, and these openings are getting too tight for me even, so. But I do want to go back down here real quick. I will show you the original clock mechanism, which was electrified at one point, but it's still here. They had taken the counterweights off that would have ran it. And sorry, my cell phone's telling me my battery's getting too low to do FaceTime or a live video and flashlight. Oh, nope, let me turn it back on, cool. This is actually a very clean tower too. All right. I don't know if you can see here how many layers down. We're on about the 5th floor, looking down. If anybody watching has any questions, this is your chance to do it. I'm looking at the monitor here. All right. So I will go down and show you the bells one more time, and then the clock mechanism, and then the elevator, which I think is very neat. All right. This will get your workout in for the day for sure. Again, you can see the rooms are getting wider as we go down the steeple. Teresa, actually, I don't mind heights, but I really don't mind them when they're nice and the ladders are nice and secure like this. It makes it a lot easier. I've been in towers. I see Richie Gregory's watching. We've been in towers together before that are a little unsure. Got to watch where you step because you might go through the rotted floor. So now we're getting back to the clock level here, and we'll be down to the bells, which are right below me now. Turn the flashlight off, and there's the 3 bells. This bell's very large. I can only imagine how much it weighs. These are bronze bells. Bronze bells were very high quality. They resonate for a little longer than a cast iron bell, for say, would. Okay. Father Lutz is outside. So now we're coming into our space here. I can maybe see Father Lutz. Where are you, Father? I'll be able to look through the opening here and maybe wave to you. Let's see, are you out front? You can kind of see downstairs here now. You see, oh, there he is. Hi, Father. He's down there waving. Okay, and you can see the rectory and the school. All right, so this next level here, I'll do this before my phone dies. I want to show you the original clock mechanism. All right, let's see. So this is the box that it was contained in. And actually, this is a cool view. Through the screen here, you can see above the A-frame of the attic of the church. So this is above the ceiling. Very neat. And then you'll also see where the one-man lift came up to the clock tower here. So the counterweight was here, and that's where that person actually would have come up, walked in here, cranked the clock with the springs and the counterweights to get it to operate for a few more days and ring the bells. You can see the structure here too is very, very cool. Hey Renee, welcome for joining. If you go back, we actually ring the bells in this video. so you get a chance to hear them. And here's the clock mechanism. So thank goodness it's still here. What a really neat piece of history to behold. And then of course, we go down one more level here. And this is the main room you come into. The stained glass windows here are actually out for restoration, but there are stained glass windows that go here. And you can see where the man lift and the counterweight are still sitting in this space. So they could be restored. All the pieces are here. Sorry for all the bouncing. It's a lot of steps. And again, here is the man lift where we came up through the floor, all the way up to the clock mechanism. Then here's the counterweight sitting here with the hook and the stones in here. So this would have been your counterweight your body weight. And then of course we go down one more level here and we're actually into the organist's office, which is pretty neat. Alright, and then of course now we are back in the organist's office. So I encourage you, the church will be reopening. I'll give you a quick glance at it here. The pipe organ's actually being cleaned as we speak. And here's the St. Mary's restoration. Absolutely spectacular church. I encourage you to come here. The church is reopening Palm Sunday weekend. And I'm actually excited. I'm actually going to be accompanying the original silent film King of Kings that evening at 8 o'clock here on the historic Scholke organ. So very, very beautiful instrument here as well. John Muller Organ Company is actually doing the cleaning right now, and they did the restoration of this instrument many years ago in the rebuild. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share it, and please spread the word about this beautiful historic church here in St. Mary's, German Village. The museum is always glad to be involved with these projects in any way possible, and it's always a joy to see beautiful spaces return to their former glory. So God bless you all, and have a great day.